Hey everybody, what is going on? Hexlex here. I got another Master Duel video for you. I hope you all had a great holiday season and are having a good start to your new year. I definitely had a very nice time off. Got to enjoy that very much. Thank you all for your patience with that. But it is really nice to be back here. New year, new season of Master Duel. So tomorrow we're going to do our tier list for season 37. But I wanted to start with an episode of This Week in Master Duel because, well, it's been a week since we've been gone. And there are actually a couple of things that are worth talking about here. Actually, today, which is the 31st, the day I'm recording this, there has been a new bundle added to the shop, the New Year Commemorative Bundle. I will definitely be picking that up. We're going to be opening those packs, but we'll do that here in just a moment. Before we do, I want to pop up to notifications because really the big thing that we have to talk about is the new Forbidden Limited list. This is definitely the biggest update that we've had. This is, of course, following the Duelist Cup. So a lot of these hits, I mean, that you can already see down here, are definitely going to reflect some of the decks that did well. Actually, talking about the Duelist Cup real quick, we did that a little bit more in-depth over, or are going to do that, rather, a little bit more in-depth over on Patreon. If you're interested in some exclusive content, by the way, patreon.com/hexlex. I do post daily videos there as well as here. And it's all exclusive content. So over there, I looked at some of the deck lists in a little bit more detail, but we did notice that not only was Tenpai one of the top performing decks, but Ritual Beast was way up there as well. That said, we are going to only be seeing Tenpai hits here, and I think that's fine. See, the difference between Ritual Beast and Tenpai, I think there is a notable skill gap, because you might have seen that Ritual Beast topped even more than Tenpai in the Duelist Cup Top 100, and might think, well, I never see Ritual Beast on ladder. That's because all the good Ritual Beast players are in rating duels or getting top 100 in Duelist Cup. I don't find that particularly surprising. Tenpai has a much lower threshold barrier to entry, so to speak, right? A lower skill floor, if you want to say it that way. So it being more accessible as a result definitely makes it seeing a lot of play much more indicative of what the power level of that deck respected to Ritual Beast is like, if that makes any sense. But that's my roundabout way of saying I understand why Shundra and Sangen Summoning are here, but, you know, Ritual Beast cards are not. I think we can all agree on that, though. So, Shundra and Sangen Summoning both going to 1. I mean, these were both, I mean, especially the Sangen Summoning was a very obvious hit, that being made a super rare. But, I mean, hey, they are going to refund us 2 URs, which is pretty nice. I think these hits are totally fine. It's possible that Tenpai may need another hit. I kind of don't really see that being the case, though, at least not for quite some time. Like, I don't know. I do think that Tenpai was a tier 1 deck before, you know, pre-ban list, or the current format before this ban list, you know what I mean. I do think it was, but, like, barely. I don't know. It's like, there's so many situations where Tenpai is so beatable that I don't really feel threatened by it whenever I go up against it, but it does have that tendency to kind of steal wins out of, or that's at least how it feels, when they use a board breaker like Droplet, you know, followed up with maybe another one, or they open the right combination of hand traps, etc., etc. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that, and again, we'll get into this more tomorrow in our, post-ban list tier list discussion for season 37, but I think Tenpai will definitely still be a staying force in the meta. You'll definitely still see it a lot, kind of almost no matter how many hits it gets, in the same way that you would see like Numeron in like early Master Duel, right? Because it's easy to just jam the going second deck in a best of 1 ranked ladder. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, by the way. I hold no ill will towards players who choose to do that. That's, you know, if it's legal, it's fair game. That's always been my thought process when it comes to dealing with decks in any given card game, right? But anyway. But I think that Tenpai will definitely noticeably fall in power level and, of course, consistency. I would expect it to be probably a mid to lower tier 2 deck. Maybe closer to mid tier 2 deck post-ban list, if I had to guess. What I think is a lot more exciting, honestly, are these Unlimits. A lot of cards going to 3 here. And I am very pleasantly surprised to see, actually, almost all of these here. Trickstar Reincarnation. First of all, okay, I didn't mention this before, but I gotta give Konami huge props for the way they're doing this ban list layout. So much better than just looking at the names in text. I think this is a fantastic change. But Trickstar Reincarnation going from 1 to 3, yeah, that feels really obvious to me. I know that there were things that this card could do that were unfun in old formats, but I very much think that modern Master Duel format is not that. So I think this card is fine to exist at 3. Wyvern Burster going to 3, and Quick Launch. That's awesome. That's so good. I mean, we all knew this, that the Dragon Link hits were undeserved, but like, I'm just glad at the very least that Master Duel's undoing them in a time frame that's a lot more expeditious than the TCG would do it. That is to say, both TCG and Master Duel are guilty of hitting cards not because they're necessarily too powerful, but to get you to play newer decks. That is very much how I viewed a lot of the Dragon Link hits in Master Duel. When Dragon Link was hit, it like wasn't even a tier 1 deck, and it was just gonna get power crept out of the not out of the format, but lower down the tier list anyway, right? But you know, if we were playing the TCG, we would have had to have waited 5 years for this. So that is why I am ecstatic to see Wyvern Burster and Quick Launch here. M-Pen to 3. You know, I've said this many times, and I'll continue to say it. I don't like playing against Flanders. I hate when M-Pen's on the field in particular. I find that unfun. That said, just because I find a deck unfun doesn't mean it's worthy of being hit. And even though I don't enjoy playing against Flu, I am very happy, borderline ecstatic, much like the Dragon Link unhits, to see an undeserved hit be undone. M-Pen to 3 is so never doing anything. I actually had a friend point this out recently, and I think this is really true, right? Did M-Pen to 1 even, like, really matter? Map to 1, of course, definitely hurts, and I actually do want to see Map go to 3. Again, even though I don't like Flanders, I am a big enough person to admit that people should be allowed to enjoy things that I don't. But yeah, like, was M-Pen to 1, does that even do anything? Like, because, okay, I was talking with a friend about this, and they brought up a great point that, like, when are you ever losing to the second M-Pen? I've never once played against Flanders and been like, oh no, the second M-Pen! It's usually like, ugh, the Ryza, or ugh, the Apex Avian following the M-Pen, right? And really, with the Eaglin ability to consistently grab it, and of course Eaglin can be grabbed off of Rabina, and also the Toucan ability to recycle the M-Pen, did you ever actually need more than one copy of this card in your Flu deck anyway? I'm not a Flu player, so I don't know the answer to that question. I don't have a lot of experience playing with the deck. Maybe the answer is yes. Maybe you actually do want to open M-Pen, and that's why playing more than one is good. I don't know, but I don't think it's unreasonable to think that Flu could play one M-Pen even with it being at 3, and that would still be not even viable, but maybe even just right. That said, was definitely an undeserved hit, even if it didn't really hugely affect the deck in the grand scheme of things, probably. I still think this is a huge W, just for at least the acknowledgement of, like, yeah, this didn't need to be at 1. So the last two I'm a little more surprised to see, I will say, especially Hornet Drones. I kind of thought if any Sky Striker card was going to stay at 1, it was probably going to be this one, because of its ability to... See, like, yeah, you can play a Sky Striker engine with 3 Engage for consistency, and that's one thing, but when you have 3 Hornet Drones as well, the engine becomes a lot more splashable. But, like, at the same time, I actually completely understand it, because... And I think about this with a lot of different decks and strategies, some of which have been hit under certain ban lists, and some of which haven't, which is that in modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, right, in 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh!, everything is about having the 1-card combo, and then the rest of your hand just being hand traps, right? Like, I guess what I'm getting at here is, yeah, now you can play 3 Hornet Drones and have a very reliable Striker engine in a lot of decks, but, like, with the way that consistency is ramping up in Yu-Gi-Oh, that is not even necessarily correct to do in a lot of decks. Like, a lot of decks would prefer to just do their regular combo line and then have, like, 3 hand traps, right? 2 or 3 hand traps, because the regular combo line can put out so much of a board that there might not even be room for your Sky Striker stuff. We're gonna have a video coming up soon where I try to make Auroradon work in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And like being a multi-card combo is like already a huge ask in this current format. Whether you think that's a good or a bad thing, or whether you don't care, that's obviously your own prerogative. That gets more into game design theory, which is different than game balance in a lot of ways. Not every way, but in a lot of ways. But I guess what I'm getting at here is like, this of the Unlimits is the scariest looking, but then I kind of think about it for like 2 more minutes and I'm like, yeah, I don't think Dex and Mass are trying to play a Sky Striker engine. I don't think that's like good to do in a lot of decks, right? Herald of Orange Light also going from 1 to 3. I think this is also fine. I think this could have been done a long time ago, personally. Like, around the time the Ishizu cards really got hit, like, to the point, what do we have? 1 of each shuffler? Good, by the way. That's where they should be. Yeah, when Ishizu's got hit down to that point, I think at that point, Herald of Orange Light could have gone from 1 to 3. I guess I understand if they maybe wanted to be cautious and make sure that there was going to be no, like, emerging fairy deck that would really be annoying with 3 Herald, but I kind of also felt it was... I mean, it's easy for me to say I felt that was apparent, but sometimes it's not always the case. You gotta always be willing to be wrong. Yeah, so I think that covers pretty much all my thoughts on the ban list. I think everything here is good. I like everything on this list. I'm trying to think if there's anything I would have liked to have seen on here that isn't. I mean, aside from my own personal preferences, like Sanctifier, which as much as I think that should be banned, the question of if it should actually be is a whole other separate thing. But I'm trying to think of even like limits or just other decks in general. I think we're in a really good spot. And again, I'm going to talk about this more in our tier list video, but like the gap between tier 1 and rogue decks right now is so narrow. Mastered, like if you think about, because like, okay, minor spoiler alert for the tier list, but like I put, for example, Tier Limit as a tier 3 deck. I think it might be the top of tier 3, but like, is Tier Limit really that much worse than something like Snake Eye, you know, or Yubel or Tenpai pre-ban list? No, it's not. But that really just illustrates how close in power level everything is in Master Duel right now. And regardless of what you think of the format, or like the way the game is going in general, you have to admit that this is a very balanced format. And I think that's pretty cool. I guess that's my way of saying I don't even know that there's anything else off the top of my head that I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that I wanted to see banned or limited. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. Well, again, I have my preferences, but I'm trying to speak more objectively. Anyway. Alright, I've yapped enough about the ban list. Let's go ahead and open this bundle. The question of if this bundle is worth it or not is entirely up to how much you either like these accessories or succumb to FOMO. It's a little bit more of the latter for me. I've said it before, I'm a little bit of a sucker for FOMO. So, like, I'm thinking about the 2024 bundle deal. I've never used those accessories. Anyway. Master packs aren't really worth it even at this rate, but we'll open them anyway. Ooh. Well, when you get 3 URs and 10 of them, it does make it a lot more worth it. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, now it's a master pack, so it could be anything. It could even be a boat, so... I don't think you can get alt arts in master packs, though, right? Like, I know you can while the alt arts are in rotation, but I think if they're not... Sorry, I hit my desk there. I think if they're not in rotation, then you can't get them. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I mean, if they want to give me alt arts now, that'd be totally cool with that. Marensis Coral Triangle. You know, this deck doesn't require a lot of URs, and pulling one of them... Oh, you don't usually play this one, though, do you? Maybe it's just one of those decks where if I incidentally pulled every UR I needed, I would totally play that deck. Rock Scales. You know, Master Packs are good for, if nothing else, looking at cards that you've never seen before in your life. Special summon, you can target whatever the face of the card, equip that monster to this card, so the damage that battles can destroy it. That's cool. That's a neat card. Anyway, let's keep opening. We have 2 more guaranteed URs. Wait, we get 30 packs? Oh, I thought it was 20. Okay, this bundle's a little more worth it than I thought. A little more. A little more. But, I mean, the thing with Master Packs, though, is that you're literally always, if you're looking for a specific card, wow, that wasn't even a guaranteed UR pack, then you're literally always better off opening a selection pack, right? Because then you're going to get the cards that you would need. I was gonna say it'd be funny if I got one of these random URs as a royal, but we already were given royals of this, right? Weren't we for a promotion? Anyway. Yeah, I mean, at any given point, there's gonna be a card that you're looking for, right? And if it, unless it's not in a selection pack, even if it's not in a selection pack, just open packs for like the thing you want next most, and then use the crafting materials to just craft the stuff you want. I can't imagine a situation where buying Master Packs straight up, outside of being in a bundle, would be worth it, right? Unless you just want to like spend money to spend it. Which some people do. Some people do, and those people are entitled to that, right? Ooh, another. That's 5 URs in 10 packs. That's pretty good. Primitive Planet Reichphobia. Dang. I saw the spear holder turn next to it, and I was like, Royal, maybe? Yeah, I was going to say, we have another guaranteed, and we still have 20 more packs to go. So I guess the most that you could really hope for is, like, getting a Royal of a cool UR. Or I guess, yeah, URs you don't happen to own already that you want. Yeah, 5... Okay, I will not complain about my luck, though, here. Like, even... Honestly, even if I don't open any more URs in the next 20 packs, like, 5 URs in 30 packs is, I think, still very slightly above... Oh my god! That's 8 in 20. That's absolutely way above average. Holy. Alright, let's see what we got. I was gonna say 5 in 30. I said 20, but 5 in 30 is actually still... About, I think that's about on par with what you could expect, but... Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Something good? 10,000 Dragon. Oh, I thought it was gonna be Royal! Oh! Listen, this card isn't good, but I would so keep a Royal copy of, like, the mascot of Master Duel. I really wanted that to be Royal. That just for like pure trophy reasons too. That would have been cool. As it stands, a glossy copy, yeah, I'm probably just gonna get rid of that. Alright, this, and then I think the next pack is also a guaranteed UR. And it's... Sprite Starter! What's up? World? Dang. Ah, well. Always good to see a friend, though. Alright, what do we got in this one? Ooh. Okay, so maybe the first card? Looks like it's the first card, and it's Starmine! A Synchro monster I don't own. What does this do? Level 4 non-tuner Pyro Synchro. Non-tuner. I noted that specifically because a lot of low-level Synchro monsters are also tuners, but this one isn't. You can special summon Starmine once per turn. This card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an attack or card effect. Take 2,000 damage, then inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. If a monster in the adjacent zone, in this card's adjacent zone is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect, destroy this card. And if you do, take 2,000... And then inflict 2,000. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't think that's particular. Why is this a UR? I don't think that's particularly good, but I guess it's kind of cool. It's a Synchro monster, so I like it. Probably not going to keep it, though. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, these 5 packs were all nothing. Well, and they might not be nothing, but not guaranteed to be anything. So I'm mainly looking forward to seeing what the last 10 look like here. Another 3 URs. Again, if there were no URs in the remaining packs, I would still be completely satisfied with these pulls. These have been quite good. Oh? That was cool. Does it mean anything? No. Okay. Alright, one more, and then we get to see the next... Oh? Okay. Sometimes it does upgrade from no glow straight to rainbow. That does happen sometimes. As it stands, the yellow glow doesn't necessarily mean anything. It doesn't even guarantee a super rare. It usually means a super rare, but doesn't guarantee it. Alright, last 10 packs here, and I see one more UR. So 9 URs in 30 packs. That's an average of 3 URs every 10 to even more than that. Great. Yeah, that's definitely above average. Love to see it. Horus the Black Flame Dragon, level 8. I didn't know you were a UR. I played this card a fair bit. Waves Kane back in my day. Alright, we'll take another pack upgrade. This one might not mean anything, but we will see. Okay, there was an SR in it. Yeah, I used to play, oh my god, this was back in, like, GX era. I had a deck with, like, Horus level 6 and 8, and Light and Darkness Dragon, and just, like, a ton of fun, just a fun bunch of dragons, you know? G-Golem Pebble Dog. I almost built this deck, actually, when it came out. I think... No, there's, like, one Link monster for this deck that's also a UR. Too bad this deck just doesn't do anything. Pebble Dog being able to summon another copy is cool. Like, it's a cool starter for Cyber Stacks, but, like, Cyber Stacks also have a million better starters. Like, Firewall Defensor. It would be the main one. If Firewall Defensor didn't exist, then I think G-Golem Pebble Dog would be a little more enticing. Okay, it's a super rare right there. No more guaranteed URs. Yeah, we opened that one already, so we'll just ride out the rest of these packs and see if we get a little bit lucky at the end. Man, Matt Sylvania is such good art. I've always really... I just gotta zoom in on it. I've always really adored this card's art. I think it's great. Alright. Okay, might be something here. Not just a red zone. Vampire Genesis, that's the first structure deck boss monster. That's another thing. I think I actually said this earlier about Master Packs, is that you get to see a lot of fun cards you wouldn't normally otherwise think about. Some you've never seen before, some taking a trip down memory lane. It's all good fun. Alright, we got one more pack after this one. And it is a yellow glow. But that doesn't mean anything, necessarily. Let's see what's in here. Maybe at the end? Oh? Nah, just a couple of SRs. I take a roll of Baguska. Dang it. Ah, well. So that's not bad. That is not bad at all. I will not complain about that. 2025, but pretty much 2,000 gems for the accessories and 10 URs. I will absolutely take that trade every day of the week. So, alright, that is going to do it. Thank you for watching this video all the way through, and thank you for coming back to the channel after the break there. There was a part of me that was a little bit anxious, because I hadn't taken that much time off before, and, like, of course I knew that, you know, people were going to watch again. But, it really does mean a lot that I saw so many comments in support of the break, and I really, that means a lot. Like, that really, it really does. It makes me feel like y'all are looking out, you know, and I super appreciate that. So I thank you. I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all. But that'll do it, like I said. So let's go ahead and move now to our outro. Hey everybody, Hexlex here. Just want to give you a huge thanks for watching all the way to the very end of the video. Believe it or not, that is actually one of the best ways that you can support the channel, is by watching the videos in their entirety. But there are many ways in which you can support the channel if you are so interested. The names that you're seeing on screen here, I gotta give an extra special thanks to, because these are people who have chosen to either become a member on YouTube, which if you're interested you can do as well via the join button next to the subscribe button down there, or have signed up over on Patreon and become members there. Link to that is going to be in the description below. Without the support that is being offered by, again, all the people that you're seeing on screen right here, I would not be able to take the time to dedicate to uploading daily YouTube videos. So thank you so very much. But there are also other ways you can support as well. Again, link to the description below. If you like my deck tracker that you'll see in a lot of my videos, the Untapped Companion, you can download that for free, and if you use my affiliate link down there, then that also goes a long way towards supporting the channel. That's again free. So is subscribing here on YouTube. That's also free and a huge way to support. You can also check out Twitch, once again linked in the description below. Following and subscribing over there will not only support as well, but also give you notifications of when I go live if you want to catch some of the live streams. But really, no matter how you choose to support, it all adds up and it all definitely means the world. So thank you, each and every one of you. For now, this is Hexlex. I'm going to be signing out. But more than that, I'm hoping that you have a fantastic day.